Who is it talking about when it says Mount Seir? That's why we're going to Genesis 36 and 1. Read that.
Genesis chapter 36, verse 1.
Right.
Now these are the generation of Esau.
These are the generation of Esau. Read.
Who is Edom?
Who is Edom? Jump down to verse 9.
Genesis chapter 36, verse 9. And these are the generation of Esau.
Esau is a biblical name for the so-called Caucasian race. Read.
The father of the Edomites.
That's the forefather of the Edomites. Where?
In Mount Seir.
So that land of Mount Seir was given to Edom. That's why it says prophesy against Mount Seir. So it's talking about the Edomites. Okay? Now go back to Ezekiel 35.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Right, so he says, set our face against Mount Seir and prophesy against not the land, but the people that was in Mount Seir. The Edomites. Jump to verse 5.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
This is what they have had. As it is written, they have had a perpetual hatred. Read.
And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
So it's a reason why the Most High is going to do what he's going to do. And that's why these Edomites, they're afraid. I got a video where this cat said, hey, they're afraid of what they've done to us. The payback for what they have done to us. Seen that?
I was there.
Oh. Oh, I'm talking about the one in Hollywood. I'm talking about, this is another video that this Edomite done for the fact of what they've done to us in slavery. He's saying, he said they're afraid. He's coming out and saying, just admit it. You know we're afraid of the black man. You know we're afraid of what we done to them. He's dropping it.
Oh, man.
I'll let you hear it. But go ahead. This is why the Most High, it says, this is why the Most High is doing what he's going to do. What is it? Right? Read verse 5.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Yasharallah by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
That's right, man. That's why I need to go to Revelation 12 and 12. Revelation 12, 17. Come on, it's telling you, this is what's going to happen. That's why we have to be in the spirit with the Most High. So it tells you that when our iniquity have an end, our iniquity have an end now? Was it before? Was it yesterday? Was it 10 years ago? Our iniquity had an end? No, but our iniquity is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. It's that you know what they're going to do. And he's telling you why he's going to do it to it, because our iniquity have an end. They're going to still be trying to kill us. Read it.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
See, he's going to come down with much wrath because he knoweth that he have a short time. Right? Because Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of that follow. Remember, his cities are what at this moment? What did it say the cities are? No. The cities are what? Miserable. Miserable. Remember the land told us his cities are miserable. Miserable. You know, we don't have no money. Come on, man. Check out, look at Detroit. No water. You got no water, man. I mean, all the technology that he have. You got the ocean, 3/4 of the whole world. You can't take ocean water and turn it into something that we can use. Filter it or do something, find some way to so that we don't have no water shortage. Yeah.
I seen a video where they turning their pee in the trying to drink their pee. You tell me they can't turn the ocean water into drinkable water?
Well, they doing that anyway. All the sewage and all that stuff going, it goes through a filter and it comes back into your house. Man, already doing that.
Well, I mean,
for real.
How else are they getting the salt if they're not filtering it from the ocean?
Huh?
How else are they getting salt unless they're not filtering it from the ocean?
I mean, it's just terrible.
It's just that they're not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just terrible how they just allowing it to just, go to waste. But that's the Most High. Go ahead, read that.
Woe unto the inhabitants unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
So that's why he's coming out with his wrath, because he know he have a short time. Remember he says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and in the time that their iniquity had an end. See? And we've been reading about it. It says it comfort us because our iniquity is pardoned. So our iniquity is coming to an end, verse 17. I better hear what the Most High is saying, read.
And the dragon was wrought with the woman.
So the dragon is the devil, you know, Satan. The dragon is the serpent, the beast, Esau, the Edomites. What color is it? Red. All of them red. He given us the cue, the examples of how it's going to be. Go ahead.
And went to make her with the remnant of her seed.
Went to do what?
Went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
That's the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. He gonna make war with the remnant, which is the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. And we're known by different identities in the Bible. Go ahead.
Which keep the commandments of the Most High.
That do what?
Keep the commandments of the Most High.
That keep the commandments of the Most High. We're the ones that keep the commandments of the Most High. We're the ones, we've been talking all day about what? The law of the Most High. It ain't the churches, they the ones that's not saying you're not under the law of the Most High. But you're in the mercy and grace. And what else? Read.
And have the testimony of a Mashiach Yahushua.
And we the ones that have the testimony of a Mashiach Yahushua. That's what they're coming down upon. Go back to Ezekiel 35 and 6.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High your power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
See that? This is the Most High telling them. He gonna prepare them to blood, and blood shall pursue them. It has nothing to do with us. Who said it? No, read it from the top. Just read.
Saith the Most High our power.
Saith the Most High our power. He gonna prepare them to blood. Read.
I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Blood gonna pursue them. Read.
Since thou hast not hated blood.
Since they ain't headed to shed the blood. Read.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
Blood gonna pursue thee. Read.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from in him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
Ain't nobody gonna be going in and out of their countries. Read.
Verse 8. And I will fill his mountain with his slain men.
He's gonna fill his kingdoms, mountains mean kingdoms, with his slain men. Read.
In thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that were slain with the sword.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Most High.
Because do they acknowledge that the Most High is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? With hair of pure wool? No, they don't. Because they put their pictures in the Bibles. They set this up. Come on. I can't show it enough. They set that up, didn't they? They're going to know that the Most High is the power. That's what this is all about. They're going to know that the Most High is the power. Read on. This is very key right here.
Verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine.
These two nations and these two countries shall be mine. Northern tribes, southern tribes. You got the northern tribes, right? Now they got the land of Israel. They got where the northern tribes was over here in Western Hemisphere. Go ahead.
And will possess it. Whereas the Most High was there.
Why was the Most High there? How was the Most High there? How's the Most High amongst these lands? Get Amos 3, 1 and 2. How's the Most High amongst these lands? Whereas the Most High was there. Read that.
Amos 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So it says the Most High was there. It says you only have I known of all the what?
Families of the earth.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Read.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
Because he only gave his law, statutes, and commandments to Israel. He only know us. That's why I say he was there. Get 1 Corinthians 3:16. He was there. So if he only know Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, of all the other nations, he don't even know them. That's what he's saying. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16.
Right.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High,
We the temple of the Most High, the children of Israel. Read.
and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?
But he only know Israel, so his spirit only dwells within the Israelites. Read.
If any man defile the temple of the Most High,
So he's in us, and the Mashiach is in us, they're making their abode in us. We destroy this body that he's given us, so we got to think about what we're doing with our bodies. Read.
him shall the Most High destroy.
Most High gonna destroy you if you don't think about this little body, this mortal body that he's given us, that he said it can last forever. Our spirit can last forever and ever and ever, man. Read.
For the temple of the Most High is holy.
See, the temple of the Most High, our bodies is holy because the Spirit of the Most High is in our bodies. The children of Israel, who we only knows. Read.
Which temple ye are.
Which temple we are. That's it. Go back to Ezekiel 35 and 11.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 11.
See, the Most High is there because he's wherever we are. Mashiach is in the midst of us. We already went through that in Joel 2:27 and Acts 2:21 and 22. He said, you know I'm in the midst of Israel, and I'm in your power and none else. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 11. Therefore, as I live, saith the Most High Power, I will even do according to thy anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them.
So you say, I'm going to get you back, just like you envied them. You envied us. You were angry against us. So I'm going to get you back the same way as you hate them. I'm going to get you back with that same anger. Read.
And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
Hear that? He's going to make himself known among us when he judged them, which is, to tell you in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. When he judged them, read.
Verse 12, and thou shalt know that I am the Most High.
See, he gonna get him a name, y'all. You gonna know that he is the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
And that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they desolate. They are given us to custom.
Consume.
Consumed.
See? So we lay desolate. And we're given to them to consume. And we are consumed. Anytime we spend $1 trillion a year, don't have nothing to show for it. We to pray. Read.
Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them.
See, I've heard them. He said, I heard them, right? What do they say in their heart? Go to Isaiah 47. This is what they have said.
Isaiah chapter 47. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right. Talking about the Edomites. They ain't gonna be called tender and delicate no more. You gotta look at this because we have to look at it because this is what we're dealing with our salvation. It's the last captivity that we're gonna be under. Well, we gotta come back to the laws. Look at verse 10. This is what they have done and doing. Read.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me.
See what they say?
None seeth me.
What did they say in Ezekiel? Verse 13.
Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them.
What did they say? Go back to Isaiah 47.
None seeth me.
They say, none seeth me. But the Most High see. Most High see everything. How do we see everything? Because his eyes are what?
10,000.
The Most High see. He said, none seeth us, but the Most High see. Get Ecclesiasticus 23 and 19. Right quick. They say none see us. They don't see us. None see of us. Ecclesiasticus 23, 19.
Sirach chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts.
So the things that people think that the Most High don't see, he sees everything. Even the most secret parts. Go back to where you was at in Isaiah 47.
Isaiah 47, verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me.
So do they know the Most High? No. Why? Because they don't realize the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and beholding all the secret parts. Everything that you're doing is secret. So this is letting you know that they don't know this. Because they say what? None what?
None seeth me.
None seeth me. Read.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Get John 8:53 and John 8:58. They have said in their heart, I am, and none else beside me. They have said, I am, and none else beside me. Let's see. Who did this? Let's read.
John chapter 8, verse 53.